Our next seater today is a 6'2" middle blocker from Dover, Ohio, wearing number 12, Julie Lyon. Julie is the daughter of John.
I still got static.
Julie is a member of the Student Athletic Advisory Committee, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and the Sport and Event Management Club. Julie carries a 3.51 GPA and is majoring in Sport and Event Management with a minor in marketing. Miss Lyons has played in over 101 matches in her career, amassing over 590 kills, 48 aces, 264 blocks. Julie has been named CLIAC South Player of the Week twice in the 2015 campaign and currently leads the CLIAC with a 406%, which also lands her 9th in the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, Julie Lyon. Our next seater today is a 5'11" right side hitter from Delphos, Ohio, wearing number 12, Shelby Rindell. Shelby is the daughter of Julie Rindell and the late Phil Rindell. Shelby is a member of the Student Occupational Therapy Association and will be continuing towards her master's in occupational therapy over the next year. Shelby has played in 29 matches and tallied 46 kills over her career. Ladies and gentlemen, Shelby Rindell. Our next speaker today is a 5'10" defensive specialist from Pepperville, Ohio, wearing number 15, Courtney Rawls. Courtney is the daughter of Chip and Debbie Rawls. Courtney, who maintains a 3.3 GPA, is majoring in middle childhood education and will be graduating in the spring. Courtney has played in 35 matches, tallying 10 digs and 6 aces. Ms. Rawls has been active in youth volleyball throughout her tenure here at the University of Findlay as a volleyball coach for the Winter Attack Volleyball Club. Ladies and gentlemen, Courtney Rawls. Our next senior today is a 5'11" right side hitter from Denver, Colorado, wearing number 18, Andrea Roach. Andrea is the daughter of Ellen Bennett and the late David Roach. Today she is escorted by Ellen Bennett and Eric Tyrell. Andrea is majoring in marketing with a minor in finance while holding a 3.86 GPA. She is a member of the Delta Nu Delta Honor Society and was named a Dana Scholar for the College of Business. Andrea has played in 85 matches in her career, amassing 485 kills, 73 digs, and 121 total blocks. Andrea is currently number 3 in hitting percentage for the CLIAC. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrea Roach. Our final senior today is a 5'7" defensive specialist from right here in Findlay, Ohio, wearing number 20, Erin Gilbert. Erin is the daughter of Greg and Shelley Gilbert. Miss Gilbert has been in 19 matches, totaling 32 sets. Erin has a 3.51 GPA and is double majoring in hospitality management and sports and event management. Erin is an officer of the Student Athletic Advisory Committee and has been active in local youth volleyball as a coach for the Winter Attack Volleyball Club throughout her career. Ladies and gentlemen, Erin Gilbert. We thank you, seniors, for 4 great years. Your hard work, dedication, and leadership will be missed. We wish you the best of luck in all your endeavors. Fans, let's give a big round of applause to our 2015 seniors, Becca, Julie, Shelby, Courtney, Andrea, and Erin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of Findlay and Troy Gymnasium for today's GLIAC volleyball matchup featuring the visiting team from Ashland, Ohio, the Ashland University Eagles, taking on the home team from right here on the banks of the River, your University of Findlay Oilers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the main scoreboard for our sportsmanship announcement.
I might be able to see over.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our competition, we ask you to please stand and remove your hats as we honor our nation with the singing of our national anthem. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our athletes. First, for the visiting Ashland University Eagles, number 4, Molly Bayeski. Number 5, Katie Seifert. Number 7, George Mackay. Number 10, Melanie Aguayo. Number 12, Caleb Pfeiffer. Number 14, Riley Scott. Number 15, Michaela Ping. Number 16, Jacqueline Tangay. And starting today for the Eagles, a 6'2" freshman from Galion, Ohio, number 1, Rianne Neal. A 6' senior from Dalton, Ohio, number 2, Audrey Metzger. A 6'2" senior from Sunbury, Ohio, number 3, Samantha Zucker. A 5'10" junior from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 6, Casey Clark. A 5'6" junior from Crystal Lake, Illinois, number 11, Mallory Slider. A 5'11" junior from Kent, Ohio, number 17, Allie Cudworth. And libero for the Eagles, a 5'5" freshman from Middlefield, Ohio, number 9, Caitlin Bean. The Eagles are coached by Cass Dixon, assisted by Justin Martin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here they are, your University of Findlay Oilers. Number 1, Lindsay Wirth. Number 2, Madeline McCabe. Number 5, Mackenzie Lauder. Number 7, Megan Wendell. Number 8, Erica Rose. Number 9, Abby Dodderman. Number 11, Hannah Tom. Number 13, Allison Duncan. Number 14, Shelby Rindell. Number 15, Courtney Rawls. number 16, Mallory Kay, and number 20, Aaron Gilbert. Starting today for the Oilers, the 5'11" freshman from Malone, Wisconsin, number 3, Haley Olson. The 5'9" redshirt freshman from Versailles, Ohio, number 6, Amanda Winner. A 5'6" freshman from New Regal, Ohio, number 10, Kara Sugar. A 6'2" senior from Dover, Ohio, number 12, Julie Lyon. A 6'1" redshirt sophomore from Crestline, Ohio, number 17, Michaela Garburik. A 5'11" senior from Dover, Ohio, number 18, Denver, Colorado, number 18, Andrea Roach. And a libero for the Oilers, the 5'4" senior from Eden, New York, number 4, Becca Shoemaker. The Oilers are coached by Whit Kotagoff, assisted by Andy Coker and Scott Monroe, and graduate assistant Matt Cox. The officials for today's match are Dave Sines and Terry Bush. Your line judges are Jody Bowman and Davina Stiles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's play volleyball.
What's that? Oh.
No, in the box.
Oh, gotcha.
Maybe. Try it again.
No, that's not going to happen. All right, and welcome into the Croy Gymnasium here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon where the Lady Oilers are they are taking on the Ashland University Eagles. And it looks like we're just about set to get underway here. A few last-minute substitutions as our libero comes in, Becca Shoemaker, and a noteworthy mention for her is she's leading the defense with 393 digs, and she's also got over 1,000 career digs, good for third all-time here at the university. And it looks like we're all set to get underway here as Kara Sugar is back to serve for the Oilers, sends it over to the Eagles. Haley Olson passes that over to Becca Sugar. Sugar passes that over to Andrea Roach, and she's going to go ahead and get that point as the Oilers take a 1-0 lead here at the Croy. Sugar again back to serve. Serve is up and over. And that serve's going to go right into the net. Point Eagles. Serve for the Eagles, number 17, Allie Cudworth. Passes that over to number 11. Number 6 for the Eagles, tries to tip it over, a little bit short as libero falls to the ground, trying to keep that one alive for the Eagles. Sends that over to the Oilers. Kara Sugar keeps it alive and passes it over to Winner. Winner passes that back over to the Eagles. Controlled by number 17, Cudworth. Passes that to the libero, and it's going to be point for the Eagles. Number 9, Caitlin Bean with the point there. Number 17, Cudworth, back to serve again for the Eagles, and that's going to go out of bounds right over the head of Becca Shoemaker. And it looks like Julie Lyons is back to serve. Her serve goes over, handled by number 6 for Ashland. Passes that over to Kara Sugar, who passes that back over to the Eagles. Looks like number 6 is going to bump that one right over back to the Oilers. Controlled by number 10, Kara Sugar, who passes that over to Andrea Roach, who passes that over to Haley Olson. Olson knocks it over to the other side, and number 17, Cudworth, falls to the ground. Wasn't there quite soon enough. Julie Lyons again back to serve for the Oilers. 17, Cudworth, passes that over to number 11 for the Eagles. Mallory Slider gets the point on that one. Caitlin Bean back to serve for the Ashland Eagles now. Her serve is up and over, controlled by Kara Sugar. Sugar passed that one to Olson. Olson passes it over to Andrea Roach, who's going to score. And it looks like it's going to go right outside the line. Looks like 6 couldn't. Number 6 for the Eagles. Casey Clark couldn't control that one as it goes out of bounds. Madeline McCabe back to serve for the Oilers as she gets subbed in for Andrea Roach. Her serve is up and over to number 6. 6 passes that over to number 2. Audrey Metzger. Metzger tosses that one over to Kara Sugar. Sugar dives for it, and looks like it's going to be passed over to Amanda Winter, whose shot over the net just was a little short. Point goes to the Eagles. 4-all the score here at the Croy. Number 10 back for the Eagles, Melanie Agayo. Passes that one over to, looks like, Winter. Winter is going to set up Haley Olson. Olson back to Winter, and she's going to spike that one over to the other side as the libero for the Eagles just short of that one. Couldn't quite get underneath it. Hannah Tong into the game for the Oilers now. A dominant force on the net as always. Amanda Winter back to serve for the Oilers. Her serve is handled by number 6, Casey Clark. Casey Clark is going to send that one over, and it looks like Nikayla Garverick just wasn't there soon enough, as that point is going to go to the Eagles. All right, and we're back in action here, and it looks like number 6 is going to pass that one over for the Eagles, controlled by Madeline McCabe. McCabe passes that one over to Olson. Olson sets up Hannah Tong, and she's going to get the point there. 6-5 the score here in the Croy. And Becca Shoemaker now back to serve for the Oilers. Her serve is up and over. Handled by number 6 for the Eagles. She passed that over to number 11, Mallory Slider, and she's going to give that one off to Melanie Agayu, who just couldn't get that one up. Point goes to the Oilers, 7-5 the score here. Shoemaker again back to serve. Serve is up and over, handled by number 6, Casey Clark. Clark passes that one over to number 11, who sets up 17, Allie Cudworth. And her point, her shot is going to go over, and it's going to be a point for the Eagles. Number 3 to serve, Samantha Zuber for the Eagles. And that one's going to go over the head of Madeline McCabe, point Oiler. Andrea Roach into the game for the Oilers, in for Madeline McCabe. Haley Olson back to serve for the Oilers now. Her serve is up and over to number 6 for the Ashland Eagles, who passes that over to number 17, Cudworth. Cudworth passes that over, handled by number 6, Amanda Winter, who passes that over to Andrea Roach, and her shot is going to go right into the net and falls in front of her feet. Just wasn't enough underneath that one. Score 8-7, Oiler lead. Number 11, Mallory Slider, now back to serve for the Eagles. Her shot is handled by Becca Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Olson. Olson sets up Hannah Tong, and she's going to get the kill there. 9-7, Oiler lead. Kara Sugar into the game now for the Oilers for Hannah Tong. Sugar back to serve for the Oilers. Serve is up and over. It's going to be handled by number 6, the libero for the Eagles. Her shot is passed over to number 17, Cudworth, and Cudworth is going to knock that one over as Kara Sugar just wasn't there in time for it. Point go to the Eagles. Cudworth back to serve for the Eagles. And her serve is going to be right out of bounds, looks like, on that back corner line. Point go to the Oilers. 9-8 lead for the Oilers. Sorry, it was a 10-8 lead for the Oilers. Julie Lyons back to serve for the Oilers. Her serve is handled by number 6 for the Eagles, and she's going to pass that one off to number 1, Rianne Neal, and her shot is just going to be not quite there, close enough. Falls right in front of the net. Point go to the Oilers with a 3-point lead here at the Croy. Julie Lyons again back to serve. Her serve is handled by Cudworth. Cudworth passes that over to number 11, Mallory Slider. Slider knocks that over. Looks like it was in between the hands of Nikayla Garverick, and Amanda Winter couldn't set up for the block there. Had the right idea, just wasn't there quite in time. Number 6 again, back to serve, Casey Clark for the Eagles, who passed that over to Kara Sugar. Sugar passes to Olson. Olson sets up Amanda Winter, who passes that back over to Cudworth. Cudworth passes to number 6. She's going to pass that one back over to Haley Olson. Olson sets up Winter, and she's going to get the score. So we take a 3-point lead here at the Croy. Maddie McCabe in the game for the Oilers, and she's back to serve. Her serve is up and over. Handled by Cudworth for the Eagles. Cudworth passes to number 3, who passes that off to number 6. And she's going to score there. Number 3, it looks like it was Samantha Zuber scored for the Eagles there. Melanie Ageyu back to serve for the Eagles. Her serve is handled by Becca Shoemaker, passes it over to Haley Olsen. Olsen steps up Nikayla Garverick, who gets blocked back into the hands of Kara Scherger. And it looks like it's going to be a violation by the Eagles. Point to the Oilers, 13-10 your score here at the Croy. Hannah Tong back in now for the Oilers. Kara Scherger is going to take a break. And it looks like Amanda Winter back to serve for the Eagles. Oilers, my apologies. Her serve is going to be handled by number 10, Melania Gayu. And her pass is going to be dished off to number 6, Casey Clark, who gets blocked by Nikayla Garverick. It was a combination between Nikayla and Hannah Tong as well, just a dominant force on the net, as always. Amanda Winter back to serve again for the Oilers. Her serve is handled by number 6, who dives to the ground for the Eagles, who passes that off to number 9, Caitlin Bean, who scores on the Oilers.
Substitution number 7,
Megan Wendell in the game now for the Oilers. Number 6, Caitlin Bean back to serve for the Eagles. Her serve is handled by Megan Wendell. Wendell passes it off to Haley Olsen, who passes it to Nikayla Garverick, who is going to get blocked, but it's going to be a violation by the Eagles. Point Oiler. Becca Shoemaker now back to serve. And it looks like we're going to take a quick timeout here by the Eagles. Make sure you guys stay tuned for all of your UF sports news. We're going to go ahead and shoot you down over to
provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404
Wells for a quick timeout report.
15-11, the number 2 Findlay Oilers are up on the number 4 Ashland Eagles. Findlay has won 7 out of its 8 last games, so they bring some confidence into this matchup. We'll see how this plays out. Back to you guys.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
And we are back here in the Croy as the Oilers have a 4-point lead here in the first set. Becca Shoemaker back to serve for the Oilers. And it looks like we're all set to get back underway here. A few last minute pointers from Coach as her serve goes up, and it's handled by number 6, Caitlin Bean for the Eagles. Bean passes it over to Cudworth, and Cudworth shoots a bullet over to Becca Shoemaker as the ball comes into the stands, almost up into the press box here. Number 3 back to serve for the Eagles, Samantha Zuber, and it just wasn't handled by Madeline McCabe as the Eagles score there. 15-13 the score. Zuber again back to serve for the Eagles. Her serve is handled by Megan Wendell, who hits that one just a little out of bounds there in the front court. Number 3, Zuber again back to serve for the Eagles. Handled by Madeline McKay. Pass that off to Haley Olsen. Olsen dishes that one over to Megan Wendell. Wendell gets it passed back to her by Tong. It's going to go back over the net as Wendell dives to the ground. Saves that one, keeps it alive. Passes it over to Madeline McKay. McKay passed that one over to the Eagles side. Handled by Zuber, and it looks like that's going to go. Looks like point Eagles. Number 3, Samantha Zuber again, back to serve. Serve is up and over. Handled by Wendell. Wendell passes it to Haley Olsen. Olsen pass that one over to Julie Lyons. Lyons pass that one over to the Eagles side. Handled by number 6, point Eagles. Coach arguing with the official there that was a tip ball, but he's going to go ahead and take a quick timeout. And looks like we're going to go ahead and send you back down to Haley Wells with another timeout report.
We're tied 15-16 here in the first game. The Ashland Eagles, number 4, are up on the Findlay Oilers, number 2. The Eagles are really bringing the power now, and we'll see how the Oilers defense responds. Back to you guys.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
And we are back here at the Croy as the Oilers have lost the lead by 1 point here, 16-15 Eagle lead. Looks like Samantha Shoemaker back to serve again for the Eagles. Her serve handled by Megan Wendell, who passed that one off to Olsen. Olsen passes that one to Tong. Tong sends it back over to the Eagles, handled by number 17, Cudworth, who sends it back over to Megan Wendell. Wendell passes it to Tong. Tong sends that off to Madeline McCabe, who sends that back over the other side. And it looks like it's going to be a net violation by Cudworth, point Oilers. 16-all the score here at the Croy. Andrea Roach in the game for Madeline McCabe. Haley Olsen back to serve now for the Oilers. Lines up her serve. It's up and over. And it's going to be into the net. Number 11, Mallory Slider, in to serve for the Eagles. Her serve is handled by Becca Shoemaker, who is going to tip that one back over, point Eagles. Winner in for Megan Wendell for the Oilers. Slider again back to serve for the Eagles. Handled by Winner. Winner passed that one off to Olsen. Olsen sets up Julie Lyons, and she sends that one over to number 11. And it looks like it's going to be a violation by the Eagles. Point Oiler. 17-18 your score. Trailing by 1 here in the first set. Kara Scherger back to serve for the Oilers. She readies her shot. Serve is up and over. Handled by the libero, number 9. Pass that one off to number 11, Slider. Slider sends it to number 1, Rianne Nell, who passed that one off to Cudwell. Cudwell sends that one into the Oilers side. Point Eagles. Cudworth back to serve for the Eagles. Up and over, and it's going to be on the line as Kara Scherger thought that was going to go out of bounds, ducks it, and it's going to be point Eagles. Cudworth back to serve. And her serve is going to go into the net. Point to the Oilers. 2-point lead for the Eagles now here in the first set. 20-18 your score. Julie Lyons back to serve for the Eagles. Sorry, the Oilers rather. Her serve is up to number 9, the libero for the Eagles. Caitlin Bean, who's going to set up Cudworth, and Cudworth just sends a bullet over. Kara Scherger just wasn't ready for it. 21-18 the score here. Caitlin Bean again back to serve. Handled by Scherger. Scherger passes to Haley Olsen. Olsen passes it off to Nikayla Garverick. And Caitlin Bean, the libero for the Eagles, just wasn't ready for that one as that ball flies out of bounds. Madeline McCabe back to serve for the Oilers. She readies her serve. It's up and over into the hands of Caitlin Bean. Bean passes to Slider. Slider over to Zuber. Zuber's going to send a rocket for the Eagles. Point Eagles. Substitution for the Eagles now. Number 10 in for number 2, Melanie Agoye. Her serve is up, handled by Scherger. Scherger passes to Olsen. Olsen sets up Winner, and Winner's going to score as the block attempt for Mallory Slider falls to her feet. 22-20 your score here. Hannah Tong into the game for Kara Scherger now. Number 6, Winner back to serve. It's up, and it's over into the hands of Caitlin Bean. Bean passes to Olsen. 11, Mallory Slider rather. And she's going to score on, it looks like, Amanda Winner. 23-20 the score here. Number 6 for the Eagles, Casey Clark to serve. Serve is up and over. Handled by number 20, making her first appearance for the Oilers, Erin Gilbert. looks like Becca Shoemaker attempts to keep that one alive, but it's going to fall out of bounds. Point Eagles. Set point here for the Eagles in the first one, 24-20 the score, as Casey Clark's readies her serve once again. Her serve is up and over, and it looks like number 20, Erin Gilbert, just wasn't there soon enough as the Eagles score on that last one. 25-20 is the final here in the first set, and we're going to send it right back down to Haley Wells for another timeout report.
The Ashland Eagles took the first game 25-20. The Eagles led a late charge in the first game with attackers really bringing the power. We'll see who takes this second set, as the winner of this game will gain a great confidence boost headed into the GLIAC tournament starting this Wednesday. We'll see who takes the second game. Back to you guys.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Welcome to Coffee Amici. Come on in. Coffee Amici is a friendly place to sip and go or sip and stay. We offer a large selection of handcrafted espresso-based lattes, cappuccinos, and Americanos. In addition, we make delicious fruit smoothies, Italian cream sodas, hot chocolate, and fresh brewed coffee. Local bakers supply freshly baked treats. Free Wi-Fi is offered to customers who just want to relax and have a casual business meeting, study time, or just want to surf the web. Coffee Amici also provides free live entertainment on Friday evenings with open mic and scheduled performers for Saturday evenings. Coffee Amici was established in December of 2012 and is owned and operated by Craig and Jane Allen and John and Lynn Cavledge. Business hours are Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lindsay with Klinger Chiropractic Center. We are conveniently located downtown Findlay on the corner of Main Street and Main Cross, caddy corner of the courthouse. We are here for all of your chiropractic needs, so come on down and see us or call us at 419-429-1111. Welcome to Findlay.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
All right, and welcome back into the Croy as we are about ready to get this second set underway. The Ashland University Eagles surprise the Oilers there as they take that first set 25-20. And I've got some stats here for you. Rhianne Neal, the leading, Casey Clark leading the Ashland University Eagles with 6 kills as they combine for a total of 2 team blocks, and that is equal to the Findlay team where they also accounted for 2 team blocks. And it looks like we are back. We're ready to get this one underway again. And it looks like number 11, Mallory Slider, is back to serve for the Ashland Eagles. Her serve is up and over to Kara Sugar. Sugar passes that off to Andrea Roach. And Roach sends a bullet to number 11, who just wasn't ready for that one. Mallory Slider is on the floor. Julie Lyons back to serve for the Eagles. Serve is up and over to Cudworth. Cudworth handles that one. Pass that off to number 11, Mallory Slider. Slider sends it over to Andrea Roach. Roach sets up Olsen. Olsen over, looks like number 6, Amanda Winter. Winter sends that one back over to Cudworth. Cudworth sends a bullet to Kara Sugar as the Ashland University Eagles block that one. Kara Sugar dives to the ground, just wasn't there soon enough. 1-all your score here in the Croy. Cudworth back to serve for the Eagles. Serve is up, handled by Sugar. Sugar passes to Olsen. Olsen sets up to Kayla Garverick. Nearly blocked, but it gets over into the hands of Cudworth. Cudworth passes that off to number, looks like 6. And she's going to send that one back over to the Eagles. Or sorry, the Oilers side, rather, and number 2 for the Eagles. Audrey Metzger is going to hit that one under the net. Point Oilers. 2-1 your score here. Madeline McCabe back to serve for the Oilers. Serve is up, and it's over. And it's going to be out of bounds. Point Eagles. Number 9, Caitlin Bean, back to serve for the Eagles now. Her serve is up and over. Handled by Kara Sugar. Sugar passes to Olsen. Sets up Amanda Winner, who sends that one into number 17. Point go to the Oilers there. 3-2 the score here at the Croy. Amanda Winner back to serve for the Oilers, and we've got a quick substitution. Looks like Hannah Tong in for Kara Sugar. Amanda's serve is up, handled by number 9, the libero Neal for the Eagles. Kept alive by number 6, Casey Clark, and that one's going to go out of bounds. Point go to the Oilers, 4-2 the score. Winner again back to serve. Serve is up, and it's over. Handled by number 17, Cudworth. Sends that one over to Nikayla Garvrick, and she's just going to tap that one into the... Looks like a net violation by Nikayla Garvrick there. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that one. Point go to the Eagles. Number 10, Melanie, back to serve for the Eagles, and her serve is going to be a little floater right into the net. Point go to the Oilers. Julie Lyons in for Nikayla Garvrick now for the Oilers. Becca Shoemaker back to serve for the Oilers. Serve is up and over, handled by number 10 for the Eagles. And it looks like number 6 is going to bat that one over for the Eagles. Casey Clark is accredited with the point there. Number 6, Casey Clark, again back to serve. Her serve is up and over into the hands of Amanda Winner, who sets up Olsen. Olsen passes that one over to Tong. Tong is going to get the dig. Gets the kill there. And she reaches ever so close to that. Looks like it was her... Haley Olsen back to serve for the Oilers. Serve is up, handled by number 10, and a little collision there in between Hannah Tong and number 11 for the Eagles. Set back over to the Eagles, handled by number 11. Olsen keeps that one alive, passes to Becca Shoemaker. Shoemaker over to Andrea Roach, kept alive by Olsen. Olsen passes that over to Hannah Tong, who sends that one back over to the Eagles, who keeps it alive, number 6 for the Eagles. Amanda Winner passes to Olsen. Olsen sets up Julie Lyons as she sends a bullet to number 9, Caitlin Bean, who just wasn't there soon enough. Point goes to the Oilers. Haley Olsen back to serve now for the Oilers. Serve is up and over into the net. Point go to the Eagles. 7-6 the score here at the Croy. Samantha Zuber back to serve for the Eagles. Handled by Winner. Winner passes to Olsen. Olsen sets up Hannah Tong, but that one's going to go into the net for Tong. Point go to the Eagles. 7-6 the score. Zuber again back to serve. Serve is up and over, handled by Winner. Winner passes it to Olsen. Olsen sets up Tong. Tong sends a bullet in between number 10 and number 3, Zuber for the Eagles, as they look at each other. A little bit of disbelief. 2-point lead now for the Oilers rather, in the second set here at the Croy. Kara Sugar back to serve for the Oilers. Serve is up and over, handled by number 6 for the Eagles. Casey Clark, who sends it back over to Sugar. Sugar passes to Winner. Winner sends it over to Neal. And they're going to set up Spike, fake it out, send it to number 17, who's going to hit that one out of bounds. Substitution for the Eagles. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout by the Oilers here, but make sure you guys stay tuned to UF TV for all of your Oilers sports needs. We're going to go ahead and send it down to Haley Wells.
The momentum has shifted back to the Oilers now in the second game, as the Oilers are up 8-7. Junior Hannah Tong is started the game, only 12 kills away from 1,000 kills. She has had 3 kills so far, 7 to go. We'll see what happens in the second game. Back to you guys.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
And we are back here at the Croy as we are set to get this one back underway. The Oilers have a 1-point lead. Let's see if they can answer this hot streak that the Eagles have been putting on here. Number 11 back to serve for the Eagles. Mallory Slider. Ready's her serve. It's up and over. Handled by Scherger. Scherger passes to Olsen, who sets up Julie Lyons. Tips it into the hands of a defender, and it's going to go back over to Winner. Winner attempts the hit over, but it's going to get blocked by, looks like, number 17, Cudworth, for the Eagles. Point go to the Eagles, all tied up 8-all. Number 11 again back to serve for the Eagles. It's up and over. Handled by Scherger. Scherger passes it off to Olsen. Olsen back to Scherger. Scherger sends it over to the Eagles. And that's going to come back over to Scherger. She attempts to keep it alive, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Point go to the Eagles. Slider again back to serve. Handled by Scherger. Scherger passes to Olsen, who sets up Winner. Winner is going to send it into the hands of some defenders. It's going to get batted off. Cudworth dives to the ground, but she's not there soon enough. Point go to the Oilers. 9-all here in the second set. Julie Lyons back to serve for the Oilers. Serve is up and over. Handled by Cudworth. Cudworth passes it off to Slider. Back to Cudworth. And it's going to be hit over to Scherger, who keeps that one alive. Passes to Andrea Roach. Back to Winner. Winner passes it over to looks like Haley Olsen. Back over to Roach. Roach is going to send that one over into the, looks like the face of the number 9, the libero for the Eagles. Caitlin Bean just wasn't ready for that one. 10-9 your score. Julie Lyons again back to serve. Handled by Cudworth. Cudworth passes it to Slider. To number 2, Audrey Metzger sends it over to the Oilers. And it's going to be Nikayla Garverick who gets the point on that one. Number 6 just wasn't ready for that one. Again to serve, Julie Lyons. Handled by Cudworth. Cudworth passes that off to Slider. Slider to number 1, Rhianne Neal. Neal sends that one over to Slider. Back to Cudworth. Cudworth sends that over to Julie Lyons for the Oilers. Passed off to Olsen, who passes that off to Winner, and she's going to get the score there. 12-9 your score as the Oilers lead 3 in the second set. Lyons to serve. Handled by number 6, Casey Clark, who passed that off to Neal. Neal sends that over to the Oilers side. Handled by Olsen. Passed over to Amanda Winner, and she's going to score on that one. 4-point lead for the Oilers. Julie Lyons getting back to serve on a hot streak here in this set. Handled by Cudworth. Cudworth passes it off to Slider, to Neal. Neal sends that over back to the Oilers. Handled by Roach. Roach sends it over. And back to Neal. And it's going to be Cudworth who gets blocked by Nikayla Garverick. And it looks like the Ashland Eagles are going to take a timeout as they try to come up with an answer for that 5-point run. Back down to Haley Wells for a timeout report.
The Oilers with a big swing in momentum. Spread the gap again, 14-9, with your Findlay Oilers leading the charge. Senior Andrea Roach is really showing her passion out there. The attacks she's giving is really messing up the Ashland Eagles defense. We'll see how the rest of this plays out. Back to you guys.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
All right, and we are back. 14-9 the score here in the second set as we are about ready to get this one back underway. The Eagles trying to come up with a little bit of a defensive attack here for what the Oilers have been shooting back at them. Haven't had an answer so far this second set. And it looks like Julie Lyons is again back to serve for the Oilers. Her serve is up, and it's over. Handled by Bean. Bean passes to Slider. Slider over to Cudworth, and she's going to get blocked by Nikayla Garverick. It's going to be point Eagles as it goes off the hand of Garverick out of bounds. Cudworth to serve for the Eagles. Serve is up and over. Handled by Scherger. Scherger passes to Olsen, who sets up Scherger again. Sends it over, and it's going to be inside. As it looks like the entire Eagles defense thought that was going to be out of bounds as they watch that fall to the ground. Oilers substitution looks like Madeline McCabe is in for Andrea Roach. And Maddie McCabe is back to serve. Her serve is up and over. handled by number 6, Bean, who passes to Slider. Slider back to Bean, who's going to get blocked by Nikayla Garverick, and it's going to fall to the feet in front of Haley Olson, and Garverick just wasn't enough behind that to send that one back over to the Eagles' side. Casey Clark, the libero, back to serve. Handled by Sugar. Sugar passes to Olson. Olson to Winner. Winner is going to send a bullet to the hand of Cudworth, and it's going to go out of bounds into the backcourt. Hannah Tong in for the Oilers. Amanda Winner back to serve. Serve is up, and it's going to be tipped off the net, handled by the libero for the Eagles. Hit over to Bean. Bean handled by Becca Shoemaker. Shoemaker's going to pass to McCabe to Winner. Winner's going to send that one back over into the rafters on the Eagles side there, and it looks like it's going to be point Oilers as they let that one fall out of bounds. Winner again back to serve. Serve is up and over, handled by number 6. And it's going to be off the hand of Zuber into the net there. Point Oilers, 18-11 the score here in the second set at the Croy. Number 6, Winner back to serve. Her serve is up and over, handled by Cudworth. Cudworth passed that over to Slider. Slider to number 6, Casey Clark. Clark's going to send that one over. Nikayla Garverick just wasn't behind that one. Point go to the Eagles. Substitution for the Eagles. Number 10 in Melanie Aguiu for number 2, Audrey Metzger. Serve over to Haley Olson. And it's going to be passed over to Amanda Winner. Winner's going to send that one over. And it's going to be a floater tipped over by Cudworth. Cudworth is going to send that one over. Handled over by Tong. Tong accredited with the point there. 19-12 the score here at the Croy. Becca Shoemaker to serve for the Oilers. Her serve is over. Handled by number 9, Caitlin Bean for the Eagles. Shoemaker dives to the ground to keep that one alive. Just wasn't enough underneath that as her teammates try to give it a little bit behind it, and just wasn't there. Number 6, Casey Clark to serve for the Eagles. Serve is up and over. Handled by Winner. Winner falls to the ground as she just didn't have enough behind that one, and it's going to fall out of bounds. Point to the Eagles. 19-14 the score here at the Croy. Clark again back to serve for the Eagles. Serve is up, and it's over. Handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes to Olson, who sets up Tong. Tong's going to send a bullet to the backcourt of the Eagles. 20-14 the score here at the Croy as the Oilers start to stretch away from this one. Haley Olson back to serve for the Oilers. Serve is up and handled by number 10 for the Eagles. It's going to be sent almost out of bounds. Number 6 keeps that one alive. Back over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes to Olson, who sets up Tong for another bullet. 24-14 as she inches closer to that record. Timeout, looks like by the Eagles. And it looks like we're going to...
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Hi, I'm Lori Bowman. I am the owner of the Dressing Room Boutique located in downtown Findlay, Ohio on Main Street. We are a contemporary boutique offering separates that you can mix and match, as well as dresses and accessories. We post all of our new items on Facebook every day, and we also post all of our events and specials that we're doing for the week. So check us out on Facebook. It's Facebook, the Dressing Room Boutique Findlay, and come and like our page and follow us.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
All right, we are back here live at the Croy Gymnasium on this Saturday afternoon where the Oilers are taking on their GLIAC rival, the Ashland University Eagles. And the Oilers have a commanding 21-14 lead here in the second set as Haley Olson is set to serve this one and get us back underway. She sends that one over to number 6, Bean. Bean sends that one over to Haley Olson. For the Oilers, Shoemaker keeps that one alive, passes to Winner. Winner sends that one over to the Eagles side. And a little bit of confusion there between, looks like, Julia Lyons and Andrea Roach Point go to the Eagles, 21-15 the score. Number 3, Samantha Zuber back to serve for the Eagles. Julie Lyons accredited with the score there as the ball falls in front of that Eagle defender. Wasn't quite ready for that one. Number 10, Kara Scherger to serve for the Oilers. Ready's her serve. It's up, and it's over. Handled by Casey Clark for the Eagles. Clark passes to Slider. Slider over to Cudworth. Cudworth's going to send that one over. Shoemaker's going to hit that one out of bounds for the Oilers Point Eagles. Slider back to serve for the Eagles. Serve is up and over. Handled by Scherger. Scherger passes to Olsen, who sets up Winner. Winner's going to send that one over to the Eagles. Nearly blocked, but it's going to go over the hands and handled by number 1, Rianne Neal. Neal's going to send that one over for the Eagles. Handled by Shoemaker. Slider dives to the ground, tries to keep it alive. Ball back over to Haley Olsen. It's going to be kept alive by Shoemaker into the net. It's Point Oilers. Sorry, Point Eagles, rather. Number 11, Slider again to serve for the Eagles. Serve is up, and it's going to be out of bounds. Point to the Oilers, 23-17 is the score here at the Croy. Julie Lyons back to serve now for the Oilers. Serve is up and over, handled by Cudworth. Cudworth passes to Slider. Slider back to Cudworth as she tips that one over, handled by Winner. Winner's going to tip it over to Haley Olsen, back to Winner. And she's going to get blocked there into the hands of Andrea Roach, who sends that one back over to the Eagle side. And Kara Scherger diving on the ground. Haley Olsen back on the ground as well, keeping that ball alive. And it's going to be out of bounds for the Eagles. Point go to the Oilers. Set point for the Oilers, 24-17 the score. Julie Lyons back to serve again, handled by Cudworth. Cudworth passes that one off to Slider. Back to Cudworth, and Cudworth is going to send the bullet to that backcourt right along the line where there was just not a single Oiler defender to keep that one in play. Cudworth back to serve for the Oilers, Eagles rather. Handled by Scherger. Scherger passes to Olsen. Olsen sets up Winner. And Winner is going to score on that one, and that is going to be the set point. 25-18 is your final score in that second set. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick break and send it down to Haley Wells for a halftime report.
All right, with the match tied 1-1, what are you looking for from your girls going out into this third game?
In the third game, we want to stay excited. We want to play our game, making sure that we don't have any unforced errors and that we go out and know how important this game is. And we want to win more than anything, so that's all we can do. Be excited and confident.
Right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Welcome to Coffee Amici. Come on in. Coffee Amici is a friendly place to sip and go or sip and stay. We offer a large selection of handcrafted espresso-based lattes, cappuccinos, and Americanos. In addition, we make delicious fruit smoothies, Italian cream sodas, hot chocolate, and fresh brewed coffee. Local bakers supply freshly baked treats. Free Wi-Fi is offered to customers who just want to relax and have a casual business meeting, study time, or just want to surf the web. Coffee Amici also provides free live entertainment on Friday evenings with open mic and scheduled performers for Saturday evenings. Coffee Amici was established in December of 2012 and is owned and operated by Craig and Jane Allen and John and Lynn Cavledge. Business hours are Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
At Cakes for Heaven's Sake, come in for a sweet escape from your busy life. Cakes for Heaven's Sake, where we specialize in custom cakes for all occasions, mouth-watering cupcakes, cookies, candies, and more. We can also provide the do-it-yourself baker with the supplies to make their own sweet creation. Stop by today for a ready-made sweet treat or to place an order for your special occasion. When you order from Cakes for Heaven's Sake, your order is designed with the help of our staff with you and your special occasion in mind. Your ideas designed for your personality, budget, and taste. Then it's baked to order for your special day. We are a locally owned and family operated business. We are here to give inspiration to your special occasion, whether for one, hundreds, or thousands. Cakes for Heaven's Sake, where the cakes speak for themselves. 1201 North Main Street, Findlay, across the street from the University of Findlay Kaler Center.
Earth Velocity produces premium wellness and skincare products that are 100% plant-based. In every part of the process, we use environmentally sustainable methods, because in order for the earth to keep us healthy, we have to keep the earth healthy. The plant kingdom provides us with powerful natural oils that activate our body's ability to heal itself. All of the herbs are hand harvested and infused with organic carrot oils and therapeutic essential oils. The resulting products are ready to use for wellness, aromatherapy, massage, and skincare.
Hi, I'm Lori Bowman. I am the owner of the Dressing Room Boutique located in downtown Findlay, Ohio on Main Street. We are a contemporary boutique offering separates that you can mix and match, as well as dresses and accessories. We post all of our new items on Facebook every day, and we also post all of our events and specials that we're doing for the week. So check us out on Facebook. It's Facebook, the Dressing Room Boutique Findlay, and come and like our page and follow us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lindsay with Klinger Chiropractic Center. We are conveniently located downtown Findlay on the corner of Main Street and Main Cross, caddy corner of the courthouse. We are here for all of your chiropractic needs, so come on down and see us or call us at 419-429-1111. Welcome to Findlay.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
And we are back here live at the Croy as we are about ready to get this third set underway. The Findlay University Oilers took that second set there. Looks like it was 25-18 was your final as they started to inch away with a demanding lead there at the end. They just couldn't, the Eagles couldn't find an answer for the fast-paced tempo offense that the Oilers were putting back at them. Let's see if they can handle that coming up in this third set as we are just about ready to get this one underway. Kara Sugar is going to be back to serve for the Oilers. She readies her serve. It's up and over, and we are underway in this third set. And it looks like it's going to be a point Oilers right off the bat. It's like a net violation by the Eagles. Sugar again back to serve. Serve is up and handled by number 6 for the Eagles. She's going to pass that one off to Slider. And it's going to be a point goes to the Oilers as that one falls to the ground. Sugar again back to serve. Readies her serve. It's up and over. Handled again by number 6. Passes it off to Slider. Slider to number 1, Neal. And she's going to score on that one as the Eagles get on the board here in this third set. Cudworth to serve for the Eagles. Handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it off to Olsen to Winner. Winner sends over a little floater. who gets dove on by Slider. Slider keeps that one alive, passes it off to number 6, who's going to hit that one out of bounds. 3-1 is your score here as the Oilers score. Julie Lyons back to serve for the Oilers. Serves up and over, handled by Cudworth. Cudworth passes that off to Slider. Slider sends it over to number 2, Audrey Metzger, who's going to hit that one into the net. Point go to the Oilers. Julie Lyons again back to serve. Serve is up, handled by number 6, Casey Clark. Clark sends that one over to Neal. Neal is going to score on that one. Kara Sugar just wasn't there. Quite wasn't ready for that one. Caitlin Bean back to serve for the Eagles. Serve is up and over, handled by number 6, Winner. Winner's going to pass that one off to Haley Olson to Roach. Roach is going to keep that one alive, and it's going to bounce off of the raised backboard there. Bounce around for a little while. It comes back down. It's going to be sent over by number 3, Zuber. It's going to go out of bounds. Point go to the Oilers. Maddie McCabe in for Andrea Roach. Oilers substitution. McCabe is going to be back to serve. She readies her serve. It's up and over. Handled by number 9, Caitlin Bean. Bean passes that one off to Cudworth. Cudworth sends it over. Handled by Sugar. Sugar passes to Olson. Olson gives it over to Winner. Winner's going to hit that one over to the other side. And it's going to go off the hands, it looks like, number 9, Bean, who's going to hit that one out of bounds. Chased down by Cudworth, but wasn't there soon enough to keep that one in play. Maddie McCabe again back to serve for the Oilers. Serve is up and over. Little floater into the hands of Cudworth. Cudworth passes that off to Slider. Slider to number 6, Casey Clark. Clark gives that one back over to Bean. Bean's going to hit that one over into the Oiler territory. And it's going to be kept alive by Amanda Winner, who sends that one over to the hands of Cudworth. Cudworth is going to send that one out of bounds. It's going to be point Oilers 7-2 the score. And it's going to take a quick timeout here by Ashland. And make sure you guys stay tuned as we're going to take a quick break.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Dressing Room Boutique located in downtown Findlay, Ohio on Main Street. We are a contemporary boutique offering separates that you can mix and match, as well as dresses and accessories. We post all of our new items on Facebook every day, and we also post all of our events and specials that we're doing for the week. So check us out on Facebook. It's Facebook.
And we're already back underway as Madeline McCabe is going to set this one off for the Oilers. She's going to send that one over to Zuber, and Zuber is going to score on that one for the Eagles. Coming back into this one, already into some action. Quick substitution there for the Eagles. Looks like number 10 is in for number two, Melanie Aguiyu. Her serve is up, and it's handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker's going to pass it off to Haley Olson, who's going to set up Michaela Garverick. She's going to attempt the spike over. It's going to get blocked. It's going to get hit over back to Haley Olson, who's going to keep that one back alive. Point goes to Haley Olson. 5-point lead here in the Croy, here in the third set. Amanda Winner back to serve for the Oilers. Serve is going to go right into the net for the Oilers. 8-4 lead here in the Croy. Casey Clark to serve for the Ashland University Eagles. Serve is up and over, handled by Winner. Winner's going to pass that one over to Haley Olson. Olson's going to set up Tong, who's going to send that one over to Bean. Bean's going to send it over to number 3, Zuber, who will set up Allie Cudworth, who's going to send that one over to the Oilers side as Amanda Winner tries to keep that one alive. It's going to go into the stands as the Oilers have a 3-point lead here in the third set. Casey Clark readies her serve. It's up and over, handled by Winner. Winner passes to Olson, who sets up Michaela Garverick. Garverick gets blocked by Cudworth. He's going to send it back over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker sets up Tong, who sends it over to number 6, Casey Clark, over to Slider. And it's going to be Zuber gets the score on that one as Becca Shoemaker dives to the ground. Just wasn't there soon enough to get underneath that one. Point go to the Eagles, 8-6 the score here in the Croy. Casey Clark again to serve. Serve is up and over, and it's going to go into the net. Point Oilers. Becca Shoemaker to serve for the Oilers. Handled by Casey Clark, who passes out off to Slider. Slider keeps that one alive into the hands of Cudworth. Cudworth bumps into the referees stand there, and it's going to be a point go to the Oilers. Becca Shoemaker again to serve. She readies her serve. It's up and over into the hands of Casey Clark. Clark's going to pass that one off to Slider to Zuber. Zuber's going to hit that one over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker keeps it alive, passes it off to Madeline McCabe, who sets up Tong. Tong's going to send that one over to Casey Clark. He's going to pass it off to Zuber. Point go to the Oilers there. Becca Shoemaker again to serve. Sends that one over to Clark. Clark passes it to Slider. Slider to Cudworth, rather. And it's going to be off the hands of Becca Shoemaker. Point go to the Eagles. 11-7 the score here. Zuber with the serve to Winner. Winner sends it over to Olsen. Sets up Tong. He's going to send a bullet in front of Casey Clark, who's just not ready for that one. She falls to the ground. Point go to the Oilers. 12-7 the score here in the Croy. Haley Olsen with the serve. And that's going to be out of bounds. Point go to the Eagles. Eagles have a quick substitution. It looks like number 2, Audrey Metzger, is in the game for the Eagles. Mallory Slider to serve for the Eagles, handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker passed that off to Olsen, who's going to set up Julie Lyons as she gets the point here for the Oilers. 13-8 the score. Oilers substitution, Kara Scherger in for Hannah Tong. Scherger readies her serve. It's up and over, handled by Clark. Clark's going to pass that one over to Slider. Slider sets up Cudworth, rather, and she's going to hit that one over to Scherger. Scherger passes it over to Olsen. Olsen's going to send that one over to Slider. Slider sets up Bean, who sets up, looks like Metzger, handled by Haley Olsen. And Becca Shoemaker dives to the ground, just wasn't there soon enough. She's been all over the place tonight. Cudworth to send it over for the Eagles. It's handled by Scherger. Scherger passed that off to Becca Shoemaker, who sets up Winner. Winner's going to send it over to Bean. Bean's going to keep that one alive for the Eagles, who sets up Shoemaker. And it's going to be Julie Lyons who gets the point on that one, set up beautifully by Amanda Winner. 5-point lead here for the Oilers in the third set. Julie Lyons to serve for the Oilers. Serve is up and over to Casey Clark, handled by, looks like number 1, Rianne Neal, who's going to set up Slider. Back over to Clark, blocked by Andrea Roach. Point go to the Oilers. 6-point lead here in the Croy. Julie Lyons again back to serve. It's up and over, handled by Clark. Clark's going to pass it over to Slider, who sets up Clark again, who's going to tip that one up over to, looks like Haley Olsen. Amanda Winner keeps that one alive. Just a bit of a floater and not enough behind that, as her floater just falls into the net. Point go to the Eagles. 15-10 your score here at the Croy on this senior night. Number 9, Caitlin Bean, sends that one over for the Eagles, kept alive by Scherger. And it's going to be Andrea Roach there with this kill. Quick substitution. Looks like Andrea Roach in for, Madeline McCabe in for Andrea Roach, rather. And Maddie is going to be serving it for the Oilers. She readies her serve. It's a little floater into the midcourt, handled by Cudworth. Cudworth's going to set up Slider, who passed that one over to Zuber, and it's going to be on the line, point Eagles. Eagles substitution, Audrey Metzger for, looks like Melanie Aguayo. Melanie Aguayo is going to send that one over, handled by Scherger. Scherger passed that one off to Olsen, who sets up Amanda Winner. Winner's going to pass that one over to Bean. Bean's going to keep that one alive, but it's going to go into the stands. Lucky Fan's going to go home with the ball tonight. Hannah Tong in for Kara Scherger. And it looks like Amanda Winter is going to be serving for the Oilers. Serve is up and over. Handled by Bean. Bean's going to pass that one off to Slider, who sets up Casey Clark. She's going to send that one into the backcourt as Amanda Winter dives on it, but not quite there soon enough. 17-12 the score here at the Croy, as Casey Clark is ready to serve this one away for the Eagles. She sends it over, handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker passed that one over to Haley Olson. Olson sets up Hannah Tong beautifully with the spike as the Oilers go ahead by 6. Shoemaker back to serve. Serve is up, and it's going to go into the net. Point Eagles. 18-12 the score. Number 3, Samantha Zuber back to serve for the Eagles. Gets the go-ahead from the ref, and it's over. Handled by Winter. Winter passed that one over Haley Olson. Olson sets up Tong, who gets blocked back to Winter. It's going to be Haley Olson who keeps that one, just tips it right over. Point go to the Oilers. Oilers substitution, 18, Andrea Roach in for Madeline McCabe, as Haley Olson readies her serve for the Oilers. Serve is up and over. Handled by Bean. Bean passes out to Slider. Slider to Cudworth. Cudworth keeps that one alive. Amanda Winter dives to the ground to keep that one alive for the Oilers. Back over to the Eagle side, and Amanda Winter is going to, just a tremendous effort on the floor by Amanda Winter, rolling on either side of the floor to keep that ball alive. It's going to fall out of bounds. Point go to the Eagles. Ball is over, served by Slider. And it's going to be kept alive by Hannah Tong, who gets blocked, but it's going to go out of bounds. Point go to the Oilers. 20-14 the score. Kara Scherger in for the Oilers. Substitution for Hannah Tong. Scherger back to serve. Scherger passed that one over to Casey Clark. Kept it alive by Slider. Slider's going to pass that one off to number 1, Neal. And it looks like Julie Lyons is going to be accredited with the point on that one. 21-14 the score here, as we have a quick substitution. Number 7, Jordan McKay is making her first appearance in the game. Kara Scherger back to serve once again for the Oilers. Serve is up, handled by Casey Clark. Clark's going to pass that one off to Slider, who sets up Cudworth. Cudworth nearly blocked by Julie Lyons, kept alive by Amanda Winter. Or sorry, it was Haley Olson rather. And Amanda Winter sends that one over for the Oilers. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout, and we're going to send this one down to Haley Wells for a quick timeout report.
The Oilers took off to an early lead here in the third game and never let their foot off the gas. 22-14. The Oilers attacker, junior, Hannah Tong, is only 1 kill away from 1,000. We'll see how this plays out. Back to you guys.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
And we are back here live at the Croy as we are about ready to get this one back underway. The Eagles using every minute, or rather every second of this timeout to gather themselves, as the Oilers have taken a demanding 22-14 lead here in the third set. We're going to try and figure out something to keep this lead from getting any bigger here, as they want to push this series into a few more games here and walk away with a win and ruin the festivities here at Croy on this senior night. And Kara Scherger back to serve for the Oilers. And she gets the go-ahead from the official. And her serve is over, handled by Bean. Bean's going to keep that one alive. And number 7 for the Eagles hits that one into the net, and Scherger's going to go ahead and be accredited with the ace. Scherger again back to serve. Up and over, handled by Clark. Clark passes it to Slider. Slider sets up Neal. Neal's going to pass that one over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker sets up Olson. Olsen's going to pass that one over to Amanda Winter, and she's going to get the point. Set point here in Croy, 24-14. And we're going to have a quick substitution. Looks like it's number 15, Courtney Rolfe, making her first appearance this evening, and for Kara Scherger. And looks like Courtney is going to be back to serve. Her serve is up, and it's going to nick the net. It nicks the net, and it falls just short of the defender as she is accredited with the game point. Oilers take that one 25-14. We're going to send this one down to Haley Wells.
The match is now 2 games Findlay, 1 game Ashland. They took that game by storm, winning 25-14. We'll see what Hannah Tong Jr. does in this next game to reach that 1,000-point mark. Back to you guys.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Welcome to Coffee Amici. Come on in. Coffee Amici is a friendly place to sip and go or sip and stay. We offer a large selection of handcrafted espresso-based lattes, cappuccinos, and Americanos. In addition, we make delicious fruit smoothies, Italian cream sodas, hot chocolate, and fresh brewed coffee. Local bakers supply freshly baked treats. Free Wi-Fi is offered to customers who just want to relax and have a casual business meeting, study time, or just want to surf the web. Coffee Amici also provides free live entertainment on Friday evenings with open mic and scheduled performers for Saturday evenings. Coffee Amici was established in December of 2012 and is owned and operated by Craig and Jane Allen and John and Lynn Cavledge. Business hours are Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
At Cakes for Heaven's Sake, come in for a sweet escape from your busy life. Cakes for Heaven's Sake, where we specialize in custom cakes for all occasions, mouth-watering cupcakes, cookies, candies, and more. We can also provide the do-it-yourself baker with the supplies to make their own sweet creation. Stop by today for a ready-made sweet treat or to place an order for your special occasion. When you order from Cakes for Heaven's Sake, your order is designed with the help of our staff with you and your special occasion in mind. Your ideas designed for your personality, budget, and taste. Then it's baked to order for your special day. We are a locally owned and family operated business. We are here to give inspiration to your special occasion, whether for one, hundreds, or thousands. Cakes for Heaven's Sake, where the cakes speak for themselves. 1201 North Main Street, Findlay, across the street from the University of Findlay Kaler Center.
And welcome back out here to Croy Gymnasium as the University of Findlay Oilers are taking on the Ashland University Eagles in this GLIAC rivalry here on senior night. The Oilers have a commanding 2-1 lead in the series as we are about ready to get this one underway. Looks like Slider is going to be serving this one off for the Eagles to get us started. As see what Hannah Tong can do in this next set here as she is trying to inch closer to being the 9th player in UF history to reach the 1,000 kill mark. And we'll see if she can do that here in this next set. The Eagles come out swinging with the first point here as that one goes off Becca Shoemaker's hand, runs out of bounds. We're going to keep this one back alive, Slider to serve, and it's going to be handled by Winter. Winter's going to pass that one up to Olsen. It's going to go back over to the Eagles side, and it looks like number 2, Metzger, is not going to be able to handle this one. Amanda Winter is credited with the point there. 1-all your score here at the Croy so far in the 3rd set. Julie Lyons back to serve. Serve is up and over, handled by Cudworth. Cudworth passes it over to Slider. Cudworth is going to hit this one over, and she's arguing that it was touched by an Oiler defender, but it's going to fall out of bounds. Point Oiler, 2-1 your score. Julie Lyons again back to serve. Serve is up and handled by Cudworth. Cudworth passes to Slider. Slider sends it over to Neal. Neal's going to send a bullet to the hands of Olsen. It's going to go off her hand and out of bounds. Point Eagles. Quick substitution for the Oilers. Looks like it's going to be Becca Shoemaker in for Julie Lyons. And Cudworth is back to serve for the Eagles. Her serve is over, handled by Kara Scherger. Passed over to Olsen. Olsen's going to set up Andrea Roach, and it's a block attempt by the Eagles. Fails by number 1, Rianne Neal. 3-2 the score here. Andrea Roach out for Madeline McCabe as Maddie is back to serve. She readies her serve. It's up, and it's over. Into the midcourt, handled by Cudworth. Cudworth sends it over to Slider. Slider sets up Neal. Neal's going to send it over to Sugar. Sugar's going to set up Olsen, who's going to send it over. Handled by Bean. Bean passes it over to Slider. To Clark, and it's going to be Nikayla Garverick. Gets the block there. Point go to the Oilers. 5-2 your score. McCabe again back to serve. Serve is up, and it's a floater into the midcourt again, handled by Cudworth. Pass it over to Slider. Slider's going to hand it over to Neal. Neal's going to send it over to Sugar. Kept alive by Becca Shoemaker, who sends it over into the midcourt of the Eagles. Sent right back over to Madeline McCabe, and it's going to be kept alive by Amanda Winter. Nearly blocked by Neal. Nikayla Garverick accounted with the block there, along with, looks like Amanda Winter. And Amanda Winter squeaks the ball in between the two defenders as she is accredited with the score there. Nearly blocked by number 2 and 1 Neal of the Ashland University Eagles. Quick substitution for the Eagles. Number 7, again, back in the game, Jordan McKay. Maddie McCabe back to serve. Serve is up and over, handled by Bean. Bean's going to send that one over to Slider, and Neal is going to send a bullet over to Sugar. Sugar's going to send that one over to Amanda Winter, and she is accredited with the point off the hand of Neal as the Oilers take a lead of 6-2 here in the third set. Starting to inch themselves away. See if Ashland can come up with some sort of defensive attack to stop this. Maddie sends over her shot, handled by Cudworth. Pass it over to Slider. Slider sends it over to Casey Clark, who is promptly blocked by Nikayla Garverick along with Amanda Winter. Bean back to serve for the Eagles. She sends it over, handled by Sugar. Sugar passes it over to Olsen. Nikayla Garverick with the bullet, handled by Slider. Slider is going to set up, it looks like it was Zuber who tips that one over. Tipped right back over by Amanda Winter as she is accredited with the point there, 7-3 the score. Winter back to serve for the Oilers. Serve is up and over, handled by Casey Clark, who passes it to Slider. Slider sets up Cudworth, who sends it over to Amanda Winter. Winter keeps it alive. Hannah Tong sends this one over to Bean. Bean's going to pass this one over to Casey Clark. Clark's going to send it over, point to the Eagles, as this one falls over the heads of every Oiler defender. Jordan McKay back to serve for the Eagles. Ball is up and over, and it's going to be into the net. Point go to the Oilers. Julie Lyons in for Nikayla Garverick. Becca Shoemaker to serve. Serve is up and over into the hands of Casey Clark. Clark passes it to Slider, who sets up Zuber. Zuber's going to send it over, handled by Shoemaker. Sends up a bullet to Madeline McCabe. She's going to send this one over to Winter, who's going to hit this one over to, looks like Cudworth, who didn't really have an answer for it, who passed it over to a teammate and falls to the ground. Point go to the Oilers. 9-4 your score. Shoemaker again back to serve. And it's handled by Bean. Bean sends a floater to Maddie McCabe. Handled by Haley Olsen, who sends it over to Tong. Hannah Tong is credited with the point there. And she has just acquired her 1,000th kill for her career. Casey Clark to serve. Amanda Winter systems over to Hannah Tong, who accredited with another point. She is just a dominant force in literally just about everywhere on that court. And Ashland is having a difficult time finding an answer for what she's been throwing at them. Haley Olsen to serve for the Oilers. Handled by Casey Clark, who passed it to Slider, who sets up Zuber. And it's going to be on the line, point Eagles. Samantha Zuber back to serve. Her serve is up and over. handled by Winner. Winner passes to Olsen. Back over to Winner, who's going to send this one over into the hands of Neal. And she's going to block that one. Point Eagles. 10-7 your score here at the Croy. Zuber again, back to serve. It's over, handled by Winner. Winner passes to Olsen, who sets up Tong. Tong is nearly blocked, but she accredits the point again as the ball falls to the defender's feet. Oilers substitution, Hannah Tong out for Kara Scherger. Scherger's going to serve. Her serve is up and over, handled by Clark. Clark passes to Slider. Slider sets up Cudworth, who's going to send it over. Kara Scherger dives to the ground to save it. Andrea Roach sets up Amanda Winner, who sends it over to Casey Clark. Casey Clark is going to set up Cudworth, but her shot's just going to go straight into the net. Point Oilers, 12-7 your score. Kara Scherger back to serve. Serve is up and over. Handled by number 10. Number 10 sends it over to Slider. Slider is going to pass that one over to Cudworth, who sends it over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it back over to Bean. Bean sets up Slider. Over to Neal. Neal's going to tip this one over to Julie Lyons. She'll keep it alive and pass it to Winner. Winner's going to send it back over as number 10 dives to the ground to keep it alive for the Eagles. Number 17, Allie Cudworth, is going to be accredited with the point there as that one goes out of bounds. 12-8 the score. Number 11, Slider, serves it for the Eagles. Casey Clark handles this one, sends it over to number 7. And it's going to be off the hands of Julie Lyons. And number 7, Jordan McKay, is accredited with the point there. Slider to serve it for the Eagles. Kara Scherger handles her serve, passes to Olsen. Olsen's going to set up Julie Lyons, and she's going to score on that one. Becca Shoemaker out of the game for Nikayla Garverick as she takes the front court. And Julie Lyons is going to serve it for the Oilers. Casey Clark handles her serve, passes it to Cudworth. Cudworth is blocked by Nikayla Garverick. Racked up another block there in the game. And Lyons will serve again for the Oilers. Handled by Cudworth. Cudworth passes to Slider. Slider sets up Neal. Neal's nearly blocked by Nikayla Garverick, who keeps it alive and passes it to Olsen. Scherger, rather. And Scherger's going to send it over to Amanda Winner. And it's going to go out of bounds. Point go to the Eagles. 14-10 the score. As the Eagles inch closer and cut away at that lead. Cudworth to serve. Handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Olsen, who sets up Kara Scherger. Scherger is going to send a rocket to the other side of the gym. It's going to be out of bounds. Point Eagles. Cudworth, again, back to serve. And Finley is going to go ahead and take a quick break. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and send it down to Haley Wells for a quick halftime report.
In the fourth game with a score of 14-11, the Oilers are leading. And Hannah Tong just recorded her 1,000th career kill. Hannah's a junior, and this is normally done in the senior season. So we'll see what else she has to offer next year. Back to you guys.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Hi, I'm Lori Bowman. I am the owner of the Dressing Room Boutique located in downtown Findlay, Ohio on Main Street. We are a contemporary boutique offering separates that you can mix and match, as well as dresses and accessories. We post all of our new items on Facebook.
And we are back here out in the Croy as that timeout was pretty quick as the Lady Eagles serve this one off. Cudworth is going to get this one back underway. It's handled by Olsen, who sends this one back over to Bean. Olsen's going to set up Winner, who's blocked, back over to Kara Scherger. It's going to be Olsen setting up Winner again, who's going to send a rocket to the other side of the gym. It's going to be out of bounds. 14-12, Oiler lead. Cudworth again to serve, handled by Scherger. Scherger's going to set up Olsen, who sets up Nikayla Garverick. It's going to be off the hand of Bean as the Lady Oilers score on a little bit of a defensive mess up there by the Lady Eagles backcourt. Madeline McCabe to serve for the Oilers. Her serve is up and over, handled by Cudworth in the midcourt. Slider's going to set up Casey Clark, who's going to send it over. Maddie McCabe handles that one. Took her by surprise there. And it looks like Bean is going to be back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Her serve is up and over, handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker is going to pass this one over to Olsen. Kept alive by Maddie McCabe. Slider sets up Clark. Clark is going to score in the midcourt there for the Eagles. Not a single defender around that ball. They were all clustered up near the net, waiting for a spike. And Caitlin Bean sends this one over for the Eagles. Kept alive by Kara Scherger. Set up by Olsen is Winner. Winner is going to send this one over, and it gets blocked by Zuber promptly. And it's going to go out of bounds off of, looks like, the shoulder of Haley Olsen. Bean again to serve. Scherger handles it, passes it to Olsen. Olsen sets up Michaela Garverick, and it's going to be blocked. Point Eagles. And another timeout by the Oilers where they try to find an answer for this quick offensive attack. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, but make sure you guys stay tuned.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lindsay with Klinger Chiropractic Center. We are conveniently located downtown Findlay on the corner of Main Street and Main Cross, caddy corner of the courthouse. We are here for all of your chiropractic needs, so come on down and see us or call us at 419-429-1111. Welcome to Findlay.
And we are live here in the Croy Gymnasium, where the Lady Eagles of Ashland have a 1-point lead over the Oilers here in the third set. Let's see if the Oilers defense can come up with an answer for this fast-paced attack that the Eagles have been putting at them. Caitlin Bean again to serve for the Eagles, handled by Scherger. Scherger sets up Olsen, who sends up Michaela Garverick, who sends a bullet to Cudworth. She just wasn't ready for that one. And it's going to go out of bounds. Point Oilers 16-all the score here. Hannah Tong into the game for the Oilers. Amanda Winner to serve. And her serve goes right into the net. 1-point lead for the Eagles. Jordan McKay to serve for the Eagles, handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes to Tong. Tong over to Winner, who's going to send a bullet out of bounds. Just a little bit too much behind that one as the Eagles take a 2-point lead. Jordan McKay again to serve. And her serve is going to go out of bounds, and the Oilers retain possession. Becca Shoemaker to serve. Serve is up, handled by Casey Clark. Clark passes to Slider. Slider sets up Zuber, who's going to send it over to Haley Olsen. Olsen's going to set up Shoemaker. He's going to pass that one over to Winner, who bats it over to the other side, hit by Magayu. Zuber is going to send this one over, and she's going to score on that one as it falls into the backcourt. 19 to 17 rather. 2-point Eagle lead. Clark to serve for the Eagles. Ready's her serve. It's up and over, handled by looks like Winner. Winner's going to pass it over to Olsen. Olsen back to Winner, who's going to send it over, nearly blocked by Zuber. And it's going to be kept alive by Casey Clark, who's going to bat this one over to the other side. Kept alive by Julie Lyons, who's going to send a bullet over to Caitlin Bean. It's going to drop in front of her right into the net. Point go to the Oilers. 19-18 the score here as this one's getting close as we wind down to the end. Haley Olsen to serve. Serve is up, and it is handled by Casey Clark, who passes to Slider. Slider's going to set up Zuber. Zuber is going to keep this one alive and pass it over to Cudworth. Cudworth over to the other side to Winner. Winner's going to pass it over to Tong. It looks like it gets blocked, but it's going to go point Eagles. Zuber to serve for the Eagles. Winner handles that one. Passes to Olsen. Olsen sets up Julie Lyons. It's going to go off the hands of Zuber as the Oilers score 20-all. Or sorry, 20-19 is your score. As the Eagles have a 1-point lead here in the third set. Kara Sugar to serve for the Oilers. Her serve is up, and it's handled by Caitlin Bean. Bean's going to pass it off to Slider, who's going to set up Cudworth. Cudworth is going to be handled by Kara Sugar, who passes it to Olsen. Olsen's going to set up Amanda Winter. He's going to send a bullet over to Casey Clark. Kept alive by Olsen. And Julie Lyons is going to attempt to spike this one into the front court. It's going to go into the net, point Eagles. Jordan Mackay back in the game for the Eagles. And Slider back to serve. Her serve is handled by Kara Sugar. Pass it off to Olsen, who sets up Julie Lyons. Slider dives to keep this one alive for the Eagles. Back over to Olsen. And it was Julie Lyons there with the score. Lyons back to serve. It's up and over, handled by Clark, and she's going to set up Slider, who will set up Neal. As she's going to send a bullet to Olsen. She falls to the ground trying to save that one. Just wasn't there soon enough. As the Eagles have a 22-20 lead here in the third set. Cudworth to serve. Her serve goes right into the net, and it's going to be a 1-point lead. Maddie McCabe in for Andrea Roach. McCabe will ready her serve. Serve is up, and it's going to tip over the net. Dove on by Casey Clark. Kept alive by Slider. Back over to the Oilers side. Kept alive by Sugar. Pass it to Olsen. Olsen is going to hit it into the net, and the Eagles are going to score as they are only 2 points away here from a win here in the third set. Caitlin Bean back to serve. Zuber back in the game for the Eagles. Zuber's ball is up, and it's handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes Nikayla Garverick. Garverick's going to send this one into the front court of the Eagles, and Casey Clark just wasn't there soon enough. And they're going to score 22-23. Oilers down by a point here. Amanda Winter back to serve. Hannah Tong in the game for the Oilers. Zuber is going to send a bullet, and Shoemaker thought she could get to it. Just wasn't quite there. Set point for the Eagles as Jordan McKay is back to serve. Her serve is handled by Amanda Winter. Winter's going to pass this one off to Tong. Tong keeps this one going as she sends a bullet to the midcourt of the Eagles defenders, and they weren't ready for that one. (24-23) the score here. Becca Shoemaker to serve. Her serve is handled by Casey Clark. Clark passes to Slider. Back over to Clark. And it's going to be kept alive by Amanda Winter. Winter's going to set up Tong. She's going to bat it over. Set up by number 11 Slider to Casey Clark. Clark's going to send it over to Shoemaker, kept alive by Haley Wilson. And they're going to score on that one as the Lady Eagles take this one 25-23 in the third set. We're going to go ahead and send this one down to Haley Wells for a quick in-between game break.
With a score of 25-23, the Ashland Eagles have clinched the fourth game, making the series 2-2. Finley will be looking to redshirt freshman attacker Amanda Winter. She's really bringing the force tonight, and we'll see what she can do in this fifth game. Back to you guys.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Welcome to Coffee Amici. Come on in. Coffee Amici is a friendly place to sip and go or sip and stay. We offer a large selection of handcrafted espresso-based lattes, cappuccinos, and Americanos. In addition, we make delicious fruit smoothies, Italian cream sodas, hot chocolate, and fresh brewed coffee. Local bakers supply freshly baked treats. Free Wi-Fi is offered to customers who just want to relax and have a casual business meeting, study time, or just want to surf the web. Coffee Amici also provides free live entertainment on Friday evenings with open mic and scheduled performers for Saturday evenings. Coffee Amici was established in December of 2012 and is owned and operated by Craig and Jane Allen and John and Lynn Cavledge. Business hours are Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Dr. Lindsay with Klinger Chiropractic Center. We are conveniently located downtown Findlay on the corner of Main Street and Main Cross, caddy corner of the courthouse. We are here for all of your chiropractic needs, so come on down and see us or call us at 419-429-1111. Welcome to Findlay.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
And we are back here in the Croy on this beautiful senior night as the Eagles have tied up the series 2-all as we move here into the the fifth game. You can see who takes away this one in this GLIAC standoff. About ready to get this one back underway as looks like the Oilers are going to start off with the ball and Kara Scherger is going to be back to serve. And we are ready to get this one underway as the official gives her the okay. She's going to set up her serve. And it's up and over. Handled by Casey Clark. Clark's going to pass this one over to Slider. And Zuber is going to keep this one alive where she slaps it back into the hands of the Eagles. And it's going to be sent over to Becca Shoemaker. Shoemaker is going to send this one over to Olsen. And Olsen's going to get blocked. Point Eagles as they come out with a 1-0 lead. And Allie Cudworth's serve is into the net, point Oilers. Julie Lyons to serve for the Oilers. Her serve is handled by Casey Clark, who passes to Slider. Slider's going to set up Neal, and she is going to score as Kara Scherger falls to her knee, attempting on that shot. Just wasn't there soon enough, and it looks like Caitlin Bean is back to serve. Her serve is up and handled by Scherger. Scherger passes to Olsen. Olsen's going to send it over to Andrea Roach, and she's going to get blocked promptly by, it looks like, Zuber for the Eagles. Bean again to serve. Handled by Scherger. Scherger passes it off to Shoemaker. Shoemaker sets up Winner. She's going to get blocked. And all the attention there was in the front court. Nobody in there in the back court to keep that ball alive as the Eagles score and take a 4-1 lead here in the fifth and final set. Caitlin Bean sends this one over for the Eagles. Kept alive by Scherger. And it's going to be passed off to Amanda Winter, and she's going to score there. Andrea Roach is substituted for Madeline McCabe, and Maddie is going to be back to serve for the Oilers. Serve is up and over. Handled by McKay. McKay is going to send this one over to Slider. Slider's going to pass this one over to Casey Clark, who's going to send this one over to, looks like Kara Scherger kept that one alive. And McKay is going to send a bullet to Shoemaker. And she's going to keep this one alive. And it looks like Kara Scherger is going to send just a bullet to the other side. And the Eagles are going to score. 5-2 the score here at the Croy. McKay to serve. And her serve is into the net, point Oilers. Hannah Tong in the game now for the Oilers. And it looks like Kara Scherger is going to take a break. Amanda Winter to serve for the Oilers. And her serve is going to go into the net. 6-3 the score here in the Croy. Casey Clark to serve for the Ashland University Eagles. Serve is up and handled by Hannah Tong. Tong keeps that one alive. Pass it over to Olsen. Olsen's going to set up Hannah Tong, who's going to send a bullet into the Ashland defenders. Shoemaker to serve for the Oilers. Her serve is handled by Magayu. Sent over to Slider. Slider's going to send this one over to Cudworth, who is going to score for the Oilers there. 5-6 your score here. Shoemaker again to serve. Shoemaker's serve is handled by Casey Clark. Clark's going to set up Zuber, and she's going to score as Madeline McCabe just wasn't going to take a step to the right there. Just wasn't in front of that ball to get to it. And Cudworth is going to serve. Handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker sends it over to Olsen. Olsen sets up Hannah Tong. Sends it over to Casey Clark, kept alive by Slider, and Tong is right there to tip that one over, and it falls to the front of the defender, Ashland defender, as the Oilers cut the lead to 1, 7-6 the score. Haley Olson back to serve. Serve is up, handled by Bean. Bean's going to pass it off to Slider. Neal's going to get blocked by Hannah Tong, and she's going to electrify the entire Oiler front court as Casey Clark didn't have any answer for that bullet. Haley Olson again back to serve. It's up, handled by Bean. Bean's going to pass this one off to Slider and set up Cudworth. Cudworth is going to send a floater into the midcourt, and Hannah Tong and Shoemaker are going to dive on that one, but just not there soon enough. And we're going to go ahead and switch sides midway through the first game here. And a few substitutions for either side. Slider to serve for the Eagles. Handled by Hannah Tong, and Amanda Winter is going to score there on a bullet. All tied up at 8 here at Croy. And Kara Sugar is going to come in for Hannah Tong, and Sugar is going to be back to serve for the Oilers. Her serve is up and over, handled by Clark. Clark's going to pass this one off to Slider. Slider to Neal. Neal's going to send this one over, handled by Haley Olson. Olson's going to pass it over to Winter. Winter's going to send this one back to the Eagle defender, and it's going to be handled by Slider and passed off to Magayu. And Andrea Roach there is going to get an attempted block there by number 1, Neal. Is going to go out of bounds. Kara Sugar again to serve. Serve is up and over, handled by Cudworth. Cudworth pass to Slider. Slider back to Cudworth. And it's going to be handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker's going to pass it off to Olson, set up Andrea Roach, and Roach is going to score. 10-8 score here in the Croy as the Oilers have a 2-point lead. And the Eagles are going to take a quick timeout. We're going to send this one down to Haley Wells for a quick timeout report.
Here in the 5th set, the Oilers are up 10-8. There's some heightened emotion here in the gym, but Coach Wick is reminding his players in aggressive situations, we need to stay calm, have fun, and just really live in the moment. Back to you guys.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lindsay with Klinger Chiropractic Center. We are conveniently located downtown Findlay on the corner of Main Street and Main Cross, caddy corner of the courthouse. We are here for all of your chiropractic So come on down and see us or call us at 419-429-1111. Welcome to Findlay.
And we are back here in Croy as we're done with that timeout. 10-8 your score here. Oilers lead. Kara Sugar to serve and start this one off for the Oilers. She's going to send this one over to the backcourt. Picked up by Slider. Slider's going to send it over to McKay. McKay is going to hit this one over to Shoemaker. And Shoemaker's going to keep this one alive. Passes to Amanda Winter. Winter's going to tip this one off to Julie Lyons, who sends a bullet. And it drops to the defender's feet. And we're going to take a 3-point lead here in the final set. Sugar again to serve. Her serve is up and over to Bean. Bean's going to set up Slider. Slider over to... Oh, it's going to be off of Cutworth. She's going to hit this one out of bounds. Point go to the Oilers. 4-point lead. And another timeout. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial timeout. Make sure you guys stick around for all your University of Oiler needs.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Hi, I'm Lori Bowman. I am the owner of the Dressing Room Boutique located in downtown Findlay, Ohio on Main Street. We are a contemporary boutique offering separates that you can mix and match, as well as dresses and accessories. We post all of our new items on Facebook every day, And we also post all of our events and specials that we're doing for the week. So check us out on Facebook. It's Facebook, the Dressing Room Boutique Findlay, and come and like our page and follow us.
And welcome back to the Croy. Kara Sugar about ready to set this one off again for the Oilers as she readies her serve. She sends it over, handled by Cudworth. Cudworth's going to pass it over to Slider. Slider back to Cudworth, who's going to send a bullet over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker's going to dive on the ground, but it's going to fall out of bounds. Great effort by Shoemaker all around. A senior that truly will be missed next year. Cudworth back to serve. Handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes to Olsen. Olsen's going to set up Julie Lyons, and she's going to score there. 13-9 your score. Julie Lyons back to serve. Serve is up and handled by Clark. Clark's going to send this one off to Slider, and Slider's going to send it back to Clark. Kept alive by Julie Lyons, who's going to send it over to Clark. And Clark is going to score for the Eagles as she tips this one into the front of, or the front court rather, of the University of Findlay's defenders. Caitlin Bean to serve. Serve is handled by Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it over to Olsen. Olsen's going to set up Winner. And she is going to send over a bullet to the midcourt, and not a single defender was ready for that. McCabe in for Andrea Roach, and McCabe is going to be back to serve. 14-10 is your score. Match point, 14-10. Here we go. Maddie McCabe sends it over to Cudworth. Haley Olsen tips this one over to Slider. Sugar keeps this one alive. Olsen passes to Winner. Winner's going to send it over to Bean. Bean passes to Slider. Slider's going to send it over to Clark. She's going to hit it over to Kara Sugar. Into the midcourt of the Ashland defenders. Casey Clark is going to send it over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker's going to send a bullet over the other side. And on a bullet by Kara Sugar, the Oilers take the fifth and final game. 15-10 is your final score. And we do thank you for listening on UFTV, but for right now, we're going to send this one down to Haley Wells for an after-the-game report here in just a few. Got a few stats from that last game right before here. The University of Findlay Oilers accredited with 7 blocks on top of what they had there in that last one, possibly up to nearly 4, totaling to around 11. So just a dominant defensive effort by the entire front court for the Lady Oilers. We're going to get a quick interview between the coach and Haley Wells as soon as coach is done giving a little post-game talk to the coach, or his girls rather. And see what he has to say about the whole effort from his Lady Oilers and what they did throughout that last set. The speed and tempo that they kept throughout that entire game really kept that one alive, and I feel like that's what was the finishing factor, is that they never gave up, they never stopped trying to get back into position to score and to win the game. And we are just waiting here for Haley Wells to get that interview. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and get a quick interview with Hannah Tong as well. I would assume, player of the game, as she recorded her 1,000th career kill, 9th in UF history. A very proud moment in her career, I would have to assume. All right, and we're going to go ahead and send it down to Haley Wells.
I'm honestly awful at this stuff. You could just talk about you're so excited about your team's win and you're ready to go into the tournament, but you're honored to have reached the 1,000 mark. Okay.
Hey, you guys ready?
Yeah. Okay.
First of all, congratulations on the 1,000 kills and this victory tonight. How does it feel to climb into the elite group of attackers here at the University of Findlay?
I honestly couldn't do it without the team, so I'm really proud of our team. And I mean, we're just preparing for the GLIAC tournament, and I have a feeling we're going to go really far.
Awesome, thank you. Back to you guys. Thank you so much.
All right. That was Hannah Tong. You heard it live. She's pretty excited for that GLIAC tournament to get underway, and I think we all here are here in the Croy, see what the Lady Oilers can do against all those GLIAC opponents. We'd like to thank everybody for listening on UFTV, and we appreciate all your support. Make sure you guys stay tuned for all of your University of Oilers sports needs.